Hey guys, I am coming to you from PowerCon 2019, Anaheim, California, my first PowerCon. I have been wanting to come for a very long time, and everything kind of aligned so I could finally be here. So as usual, I'm going to do what I do when I go to a con. I'm going to give you a rundown of what's going on the convention floor, show you all the cool stuff that's being displayed, because we've got Super 7 here, we've got Mattel, you know, all kinds of cool folks. We've got tons of vendors, so a lot of stuff to show off. The Horsemen are here, so a lot of exciting things are going to be down on the show floor. But it's the first night, and that means registration, so, you know, getting badges, things like that. And this one's actually got my name on it, so that's pretty snazzy. And of course, that also means picking up convention exclusives, and I got a handful of them, so I figure we show them off real quick before I potentially tear into these before I leave the hotel, and then we'll just kind of get right into it. So, you know, we've got the Classics exclusives, which are made by Mattel this time around. So we've got the Zombie He-Man, so Slime Pit He-Man, which looks just amazing. I am so ready to open that guy up. And then we've got the 3-pack here with the final figures from the planned wave of vintage figures. So we got Slamurai and the Snake Troopers in that enormous 3-figure box. Just looks fantastic. And then even bigger than that, and I'm still not sure how this is getting home. I think this is going to have to be shipped. I underestimated the size for sure. We've got the massive Starburst She-Ra doll. So this is, I mean, it's for my daughter. I'm not sure you believe that or not, but just trust me on that. So we've got this massive doll here, and it looks fantastic. I'm really excited to eventually take this out. I don't know if we're going to be opening this anytime soon. I feel like she will just ruin it, but it is pretty cool. So we're going to do reviews, you know, legitimate, real reviews for He-Man and the 3-pack as soon as I get home. And then, you know, I'm sure I'll pick up other stuff along the way that we'll talk about. So we're going to get started right now and take a look at what's going on down on the show floor. And then we'll do, you know, kind of like a mid-con thing, mid-con break, where I show you all the stuff that I got on day one. So let's get to it. So day one is over and it's been a long day. There has been so much stuff to take in. Panels, reveals from Super 7 that, well, I mean, you've already seen those in the video, and I'm sure you've already seen Pixel Dance interview, but just amazing announcements as far as Turtles goes, and seeing the Thundercats in person, seeing the Turtles in person, seeing Conan in person. So all of that stuff was just absolutely amazing. And then, of course, I got some stuff as well. So we've got a little bit of a haul. I'm trying not to go too crazy while I'm here, just to not break the bank, but we did get some stuff for myself, stuff for my daughter as well. So we've got to start off with some stuff that I picked up at Super 7, because they don't have any exclusive stuffs, but they have some early release, like first release stuff. So I got a pin from them to start with. This is a Castle Grayskull pin. As you can see, it's on a classic style backer card. It's even got like classic cross-sell and you know, the instructions kind of stuff on the back. But this thing actually opens up to show you the inside of Castle Grayskull. So that's really wild. They have a couple early release reaction figures. They've got a Toy Colors Grizzlor, and they've got a Toy Colors Mantenna, which I picked up, but he also has eye-popping action, so his eyes actually shoot out this time, instead of not doing that like the more Filmation version that I reviewed not too long ago. So we've got this guy, and then the big one is that they've got a four-legged Modulok now, and he comes on a really thick bubble there, and he just looks fantastic. I didn't get the other two, and I'm not sure I need them now. This is the one that I truly was hoping we would get, and, well, we got him. So Super 7 doesn't have anything crazy as far as exclusives go, but, I mean, I could not pass these up. They look too good in person, and, you know, I'm a big fan of the reaction stuff, so I couldn't not get them. So we got a few things for the kiddo. This one was kind of a must-have for me, because the creative team, the creator, the writing team for the new She-Ra cartoon is here at PowerCon. They did a panel, and they also did a signing. So I got her a poster signed by the creative team. It might be hard to make out some of these. Like, that's Noelle Stevenson's autograph up there. That's the creator of the show, and a few of the other writing staff down there. So that was just really cool to get to kind of meet them, and then, you know, get something to take home to my daughter, because she does like that show, and she sits still long enough to watch it. And then I got her a Masters book, so the Caverns of Fear. We don't have any of these. Like, I've never really gone down this road, and they had some, so I figured I'd grab one for her finally to actually share with her. And then this thing, I could not pass this up when I saw it. And everybody that I've told so far seems to think it's for me, but it is definitely for my daughter. So we have got a Dino Riders frame tray puzzle. And I mean, it's Dino Riders, so I couldn't pass it up, and it just looks awesome. Classic artwork there. But she loves dinosaurs, and I love Dino Riders, so we can do this puzzle together about 1,000,000 times. And then I got her, well, this is nothing really to show, but I got her a blow-up power sword as well. But, you know, that's not very exciting. It's kind of underwhelming right there. But the big things that I got are from the Four Horsemen. So they have 2 early release figures here, and they sold out in like 30 minutes. They originally said that they were going to let people buy 1 of each figure in the first hour, and they didn't even make it to the end of that hour to allow people to get them in greater quantities. So we've got, these are Wasteland figures, right? There's so many waves right now, I can't even keep track anymore. So we've got Purplor, so these are both going to be MOTU tribute figures, as they normally do. So we've got Purplor, which is obviously the Panther figure, and he's done up just like the Kawaros Battle Cat figure, so he ends up also being a purple orc, which I'm very excited about. You know, I've got both of these figures on pre-order when I ordered the wave, but I'm here, I can't not get these. So these guys will be getting reviews ASAP, well, after the PowerCon exclusives most likely. But we've got Panther, Purplor here, and then we've got, maybe the one that people want the most is Kronos, so the Trapjaw figure. And this guy just looks wild. The colors, just the different body parts that are being used here, and everything about the design on this one definitely works for me. He's very 1.0 style, but yeah, it looks cool. That red and green skull is pretty wild. So that is that's the small haul for day 1. I'm not sure what's going to happen on day 2. I'm going to see if there may be some deals. People don't want to take stuff home. See what I can find. And yeah, we will catch up with you at the end of day 2, and I'll show you what we got, and maybe do a kind of a post-mortem of my first PowerCon experience and why you should be here. Wave to the camera, Dan.
Hi, camera!
All right, guys, so PowerCon 2019 is, unfortunately, it's over, and the con is wrapping up, and yeah, I gotta say, this has been one of the best convention experiences of my life, and I've been to quite a few conventions, big and small. PowerCon's kind of small, it's not the biggest convention, but the only way that I can really describe this is that it is densely packed. It's in a kind of small footprint, but there is so much to take in. It's pretty ridiculous, honestly. I still feel like I did not actually see everything at every booth. I was digging through stuff all day long, and I still don't think I found it all. But it was a great deal of fun. There's no doubt about it. So I'm going to, again, show you the stuff that I got today. This wasn't really a big toy day. It was mostly me just sort of, hunting for stuff, looking around, seeing what was still there, going to a couple panels again. And, of course, we got a massive is the only way to describe it, massive reveal, because we know that, well, there's a new He-Man comic book coming out, but there's also a new Netflix cartoon coming, and Kevin Smith is doing it, and it just looks to be the coolest thing, picking up where the original Filmation show left off. So I am incredibly excited. I got to meet Kevin Smith as well. We got to meet him. I got to meet Brian Flynn from Super 7. Got to meet James Eatock, if you're familiar with his work in the overall MOTU mythos. And just a great deal of fun today in general, meeting a lot of people. So again, not a lot of toys to talk about really, but I did do some stuff and get some stuff. So I got this array of She-Ra hair bows. I'm sure you don't care about those. We got a She-Ra bookmark. We got a handful of posters here, a She-Ra poster for Bo. We've got a Glimmer one. We've got a She-Ra one. And then we've got Catra. These were from DreamWorks. And then I got this bad boy right here. So this is the Skeletor artwork for the upcoming He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse comic, signed by Dan Fraga down there, the artist. And I also got to see most of issue 1, his rough pencils that he brought with him, so that was really cool. I got to meet Jack Olesker, the creator, head writer for He-Man and the new Adventures of He-Man. He also was instrumental in creating Power Rangers, so this guy kind of shaped a lot of the stuff that I was a big fan of as a kid. So I got a picture for New Adventures, and I got him to autograph it and kind of chatted him up for a while. Also came across Freddie Williams, comic book artist. So he did like the DC He-Man and Thundercats book. He also did that DC MOTU and Injustice book. But I knew he was coming, so I brought my issue 1s for the He-Man Thundercats, the MOTU Thundercats, and he autographed those for me as well. So that was pretty cool. Probably can't see him too well. It's down there in the corner. So I just got to meet a lot of folks, and then I did get a toy today. It didn't actually come from the convention, though. So we got this. So out in California, and of course there are exclusives out here. I didn't actually get this myself. A buddy was able to snag this one for me, so you know who you are. Thank you very much. And I'm very excited. So this is the 3-pack Black Series with Pyre and the Mountain Trooper and that repack Kylo Ren. So, a lot of cool stuff, some more goofy stuff as well. Got these Mossman air fresheners from the Mattel folks. And then I caught up with Pixel Dan for, the 10th time this weekend. And I got one of his pins as well, just to get it, show the support. So it was a crazy convention. There's no way to describe it otherwise. A lot of cool toys to see, a lot of cool panels. This is one of the first conventions I've actually wanted to sit in more panels than I was able to attend. So I was really happy with all of the panel, just the subject matter and the way they were handled, the general feel in those rooms. There's no videos allowed in those, so I don't have any footage from those, but you'll see them on the PowerCon YouTube channel eventually. Just know that there is a lot of awesome information there, and just the general vibe at this convention is entirely different from what you might expect. It's like it's a really small community that comes together to make an amazing convention. Tons of awesome vendors, awesome fans, just great people here in general that want to kind of revel in the weirdness and goofiness that is Masters of the Universe. And frankly, I had one of the best convention experiences I've had in a long time. Not to mention the fact that a ton of people, more than I have ever experienced and more than I was really prepared for, came up, recognized me to say hi, just to talk about my videos, talk about toys, just to, shoot the breeze with me. And frankly, that was a highlight of the convention for sure, is just to know that, well, people that are here are actually people that watch my stuff and appreciate what I'm doing. So that made things a lot more fun to meet people and hang out with them. So honestly, my only real kind of send off here is that if you weren't here this year, or honestly, even if you were, you've got to be here next year because you will not regret it. It is an amazing convention, tons of cool stuff to see, tons of cool stuff to do, and of course, a lot of good toys to buy. So that's it, guys. I'll catch you next time.